The word of God says that our body is the temple of God. It is place where God comes to dwell. If we look at the Old Testament, God used to come and dwell in the temple of God. In this age, that is in the New Testament, God comes to dwell in our body. Our body is the temple of God. Some people keep saying, if our body is the temple of God, then why am I not experiencing God's presence? Why don't I feel that God is within me? Why? It is because, look, in ancient time, Solomon built a temple for God for the first time. When he built the temple, if we look at the entire 6th chapter of 1st Kings, we can see what glory he built it and in what manner he constructed it. Every corner, every room, those walls, that floor, the outer part of the temple. He made it all so wonderfully, right? That was in the Old Testament. So, in the New Testament, if we are in the temple of God, how well are we building God's temple? In what manner are we keeping it? Now, for example, suppose an officer comes to your house. If he has to stay in your house for a few days or comes to live in your house, what do? You clean the whole house neatly, make it pure and give him a place to stay, right? But if you clean the house only when he arrives and after he moves in to stay, you leave the house as it is without cleaning it, how many days will that person stay there? He will observe for a few days. As he keeps watching, if that house remains dirty and is not cleaning, can he stay there? Even if it is the house you live in, if it is a little dirty, will you sit there? No, right? With the house we live in, we clean it day by day. If some dust comes somewhere or if something gets a little dirty, we clean it immediately. Then, if God comes to stay in our temple, have we kept our body as a temple of God? Have we kept our heart clean in that manner? If our heart is still filled with hatred, malice, quarrel, and envy, how can God come and stay in our heart? When all these are present, how does it will feel to him? It feels like a house that is dirty. Then how will God come to our heart? How will God dwell in us? We must realize it and purify our heart day by day through the word of God. It won't happen if you do it for one day and leave it. We struggle a lot praying, God, come into me, and keep ourselves very clean. But after God arrives, we stop cleaning it. That's why some of us not experiencing God's presence, not feeling that God is within us.